G'day guys, and welcome to Comics Etc. Live. I'm James.
And I'm Remy.
And I caught you a bit off guard then, didn't I?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's alright.
We've been trying to start this show now for about an hour, but stuff keeps coming in the way. So let's start with a little bit of news. There's no news.
Well, kind of DC news, but they said that their writers are working from home till next year. Apparently.
Oh yeah.
That's something.
Lucky. But we've had no news, but we've got Comics Etc. news. We got a shipment in this week, so we're going to be talking a bit about the stuff that's come out.
New stuff.
And a little bit of housekeeping. Yesterday was a hard day.
Yeah, that's enough. That's all you need to say.
There was a hard day. It's
that's
just,
all you need to say.
We forgot what it was like working a full day in retail on New Shipment Day. And
it's very strange.
It's very strange and challenging.
Tiring.
So, shout out to everybody
who works retail.
Yeah.
And we got a mic.
Oh yeah, so yep, okay, so two more bits of housekeeping. We had to have a microphone.
We have our microphone.
We have a microphone, so the sound should be a little bit better. And I bought stools.
But this is a good story. Tell them what happened.
I had to get the stools out of the car to pick up the shipment, so I left them in our garage, which is normally locked in our car spot, and I went to go get them, and
they're gone.
They're gone. Someone has stolen our...
So if you're out there watching and you have our stools, we're sitting on boxes again. So thanks.
Our $8 stools.
But my back would have appreciated that $8 stool.
So thank you to the stool thief, whoever you are.
Stool thief sounds wrong.
That's true. That's true. So I just want to show everyone this. This is the letter that came in the shipment from Diamond.
With their really cool saying.
So our comeback will be bigger than our setback. I'll give it a bit of a read, but I just want to have a bit of a whinge about that whole thing and how the comic industry is acting. You guys do know we're not the only industry that's suffered in the last 2 months, right? You do know that sports have stopped, theme parks have stopped, movies have stopped. Television production has stopped. Restaurants closed. Why are we acting like we're the only ones? Anyway. Alright, so I'll just read it.
The whole thing?
No, it's not long. It's like 4 paragraphs.
Oh.
Welcome back. I am thrilled we are back to our weekly shipping schedule, and I know you are too. To say these last few months have been challenging feels like an understatement. I have heard from many of you directly, and have been thinking about all of you. I am energized and inspired by your resilience, your creativity, and most of all, the passion we share for this industry and our eagerness to restart. As you open this box, you may have noticed a black and white sticker on the outside. It says quite simply, our comeback will be better than our setback. I believe this will be true for all of us with all my heart. You may have already heard about our plans to use this rallying cry to bring attention and support to you and our industry. I'm excited about this campaign. The future and honoured to be a part of this journey with you. Good English. You can learn more about it at backthecomeback.com. I'm sure you're all running to back the comeback. Yeah, just make sure the spelling.
Yeah.
Just be careful. Please share some of your reopening pictures and videos on social platforms. Thanks, Dad. Opening boxes, setting up your stores, customers making purchases. Oh my god. Your favourite comic, your favourite game, anything that is meaningful to you. I love it when really old people tell you how to use social media.
Oh, I like the hashtag.
Use hashtag #BackTheComeback in the comments so we can show the world that comics and games are back.
That's in big letters.
Big letters. And together, our comeback will be better than our setbacks. Look, I make fun of it, but it is nice. Like, considering we don't really get much from Diamond, I think it's nice. It's just a little bit old manish.
I'm not moved. I'm not moved by it.
Don't forget to like my comment.
Like, if that was a speech on, like, a grand scale, I don't think I'd be cheering.
On Grand Designs?
No, like, in front of a huge crowd, like, you know, a Coliseum or something, and that was their big speech, I'd be like, I'm not going to do the... and start.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. I'm Spartacus. Now, we're going to try new technology. So basically, we're going to talk a bit about the books that came out this week. This is what comics look like for you who have never seen one before.
No, new comics.
New comics.
So they're the same as the other ones we've been reading, but just newer. They smell newer.
And floppier.
Watch out.
No, they are, because look...
I don't like that word to describe the comics.
Back to comeback.
Oh my god.
So... Yeah, so what, So we're going to talk a bit about... So before we start, when we were deciding what to kind of talk about today, I made the decision not to pick anything that was like middle of a storyline or the last part of a storyline, and that made it really hard to review DC stuff.
Yeah, because the stuff that came out wasn't really new. Like, it's mostly in the middle of stories.
And I didn't want to spoil anything for people. So the only one that I could really read was Suicide Squad. And I'll just... So in case you're thinking we're being a bit biased, it's just there wasn't a good place to start. So why don't we start whatever comes up when I press this button?
You know what's going to come up.
Ah! Spoiler alert. Wait a sec. Let's just change that. Wait. Look, this is our big comeback. We can't screw this up.
You just did.
This is him. I didn't read this one. This was on his list.
Yep. So,
I don't know it.
what?
I don't know it.
The issue?
Yeah.
Well, you don't need it.
There you go. It looks like that.
Yeah, and I think you put some pictures up anyway, so
Yeah, I
go to
did.
the next slide, because I'll talk about it. So, we had the first one featured maybe last week or the week before,
Yeah.
and it's, as I said before, and I was correct, by the way, it was an Italian artist,
Oh, yeah.
and
Bonjour.
I think they've actually done this series in Italian, and it's being translated, so
Oh, yeah.
that's, I think they've actually finished it a long time ago, but
Yep.
they're slowly
It's
getting
pretty
through them. So it's pretty much a supernatural tale, and at the moment it's a lot of stuff's in the air. So I'll quickly recap what's going on. If you haven't read it, it's, if you like Penny Dreadful or any sort of supernatural stuff with a
The show
twist.
Supernatural?
No. With a twist of horror, you'll like this. But there's a village that's cursed, and there's a girl that she's an orphan, and she loses what she says is her mum. But it's kind of like, I don't think it's her real mum. It was just the mum that took care of her for the last few years. And this new figure rocks up to the town, which is the character we see on the cover.
Oh, yeah, hang
So
on, let's go back. That
she
one?
rocks up, and it's all weird. Like, we're not sure what she can do and what. Yeah, she's a very mysterious character. And in the second issue, you learn a bit more about her, but I'm still not. So, what I gather is the small girl interacts with her and thinks that she might be her actual real mum.
Right.
But they're not really giving it away, and the art is beautiful.
Really? Look at that. That's really good.
It's
art.
so nice.
Yeah.
And this one didn't have as many adult themes.
No, there's actually, when I was looking through
No
the
nudity.
pages, no nudity in this one. This was the worst page, by the way, in case you're squinting.
Not worst.
Well, not worse,
As
in,
in,
like, as
yeah,
in,
but don't make it sound like worse. They think it's like crap. But yeah, the art's really good, and it's got a little bit of a manga sort of anime
it does.
vibe, the art. But yeah, if you're into supernatural magic stuff, I definitely recommend it. And I believe it's going to be 6 issues.
Why is it called Mercy? Is there a character Mercy, or is it
That,
about the concept of Mercy?
I think that's her name, the girl that. I think.
Yep.
But yeah, it's good. I'm
Okay.
enjoying it. I'll keep reading it.
Yep. So, we have a customer out there who has a little bit of a doorknob fetish.
Oh yeah.
Now, I had a look through. I didn't see any. Was there any?
Not that I can
No.
remember. Maybe
Sorry,
in the
guys.
first issue, but yeah.
Sorry, guys. Maybe in the next comic we talk about. I don't know what it's going to be. What's it going to be? Let's just choose. We'll go this one. I hope we don't forget the order. Okay. One that I read. Okay, so this Suicide Squad was the only DC book that I could find that I thought would be self-contained or the first issue of a storyline. And I chose this because it was Captain Boomerang,
Is that the Aussie?
the
Supposed to
Aussie.
be,
Yeah,
yeah.
and there's a new Aboriginal character in it. And I
Is it
thought
in
that it would be good to
Australia?
read. Yes, part of it. It's written
Yeah.
by Tom Taylor, who's Australian, and the artwork is by Redondo.
Redondo.
Sorry, Redondo.
What's wrong with that? You did
Well,
all right.
okay, good. I did it right, Redondo. Don't send complaints. So yeah, I decided to, because of the Australian thing, and I thought it'd be self-contained, and I was wrong. If you haven't been reading Suicide Squad, don't read this, because I had no clue.
Look, I'm pretty sure no one's going to
What's
go out
going
there and
on?
pick up number 5 and go, oh, is this the
I
first
thought
one?
I thought it could have been, because I didn't see. You know how when you read a comic and it says part 2 of 5, this one didn't have that on there, so that's why I thought it'd be self-contained.
Yeah, but a lot of them don't seem to do that anymore.
No, yeah,
Even when
true.
they're one-shots, they write number 1 on it thinking,
Yeah.
you know, oh, this will be a series. Nah.
There you go. I put this because it's written by Tom Taylor. Yeah, look, I was just confused. I couldn't even review it because I have no idea what was going on and who was who. But this is just Captain Boomerang there. G'day,
This is a
g'day,
really...
guys.
That goes well. Like, hey, I'm reviewing something. Oh, yeah, but I
No,
don't know.
it's like if I was to review in between a commercial break of Neighbours.
That could be a new thing.
Like if you haven't been watching
Commercial
the whole
break
episode of it,
Reviews.
like on MasterChef, if Reynolds was putting
Wait, so
the chocolate trees together, and then there's commercial break, and then I just saw him with the cold water. Like,
Are
I
you
wouldn't know what's
reviewing
going
the
on.
ads, or are you reviewing the...
No, just MasterChef. Really good. Really
you
good
should
week
review
this week.
the ads.
Really good week this week.
Good show.
So yeah, just it's Suicide Squad, but there's no real bad guys in it or
Oi,
anything.
Harley,
So.
enjoy your comic appearances. No.
But I will say that I am intrigued to read this in trade paperback when it comes out. So there they are capturing Boomerang for the bad
who
guy.
is that holding him?
New character. If this is not a new character, let us know in the comments.
Oh, is that going to be a specky? Like,
Yeah, could be. Speckies could come out of the woodwork for this one.
for
Yeah. But
Brown
yeah, that was
Kid.
Suicide Squad. Really hard, like I said. It was a 5-part thing. I think next issue is going to be the start of a new storyline though. So if you want to read Suicide Squad by Tom Taylor, start with issue 6. I think. Wait. Hey, there we go. I'm getting good. Hey, I didn't tell you.
What?
I tried Zimmel in my milk today.
You already told me that.
No,
And
I
this is not newsworthy. We don't need this on YouTube. Next.
It was really good. Shout out to Zimmel.
God.
I was told it would be a little bit sweeter than the traditional milk, and it was.
We're not milk reviewers. Keep
So
going.
yesterday I tried skim, and I didn't mind. It was
Why
a
is
bit
this
too
still
watery.
going?
Because normally I'm just full cream, and I found full cream a little bit too creamy, so I went to.
People aren't tuning in
yeah,
for milk
so
reviews.
Zimmel.
Yep, people aren't tuning in for milk reviews. by
Tomorrow
James.
I'm going to try. What's that one? Other milk?
Oat milk,
No, I'm not going to try.
macadamia milk.
I'm going to try almond milk tomorrow. That's almond milk, chat. Let's see what's next. What's next? What's next? Boom! Oh, there we go.
Oh, one I've actually read and can talk about.
Yep.
Well,
Well, hey, we debated who was going to read this because we wanted to read it from the point of view of someone who hasn't read Star Wars.
well, I have read some Star Wars comics, but I actually have the first series, but I haven't started it, of the Dr. Aphra, because this is a whole new reboot. What?
Whole.
Yeah, this is a reboot because the other series got pretty far. I think it was like 30 something.
33, 39.
Yeah, good research, guys. But yeah, this is a whole new start, and to sum it up, if you like Tomb Raider or Indiana Jones but want an intergalactic feel, this is what you will pick up. It's...
Wait.
Yep.
Is that Short Circuit on the cover?
It's a new droid sort of character, so he does look like Short Circuit. Shout out to Short Circuit, that was a brilliant movie.
It was on TV the other day.
Made me cry when I was watching it as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that Quicksilver?
No. So...
And is that Gamora?
Look, let me talk about it because you're
Okay.
ruining things as usual. So she has a whole new team, and a girl from a university comes up and meets her out of the blue. Ooh, touch the microphone, that'll be funny. And says that she has found papers or something on these 2 rings that can give you certain powers, and it's not Lord of the Rings. And yeah, she wants to go find them, and Dr. Aphra's going to help her.
Oh, okay, so she found paper about the rings,
Yeah,
not
so
on rings.
no. So
Okay.
there's 2 special cosmic rings or
Like
something
Green
like
Lantern.
that. Yeah, and they're out there somewhere, and Dr. Aphra gets pitched, do you want to do this?
Yeah.
And then she finds another friend of hers that's a doctor.
A lot of doctors.
Yeah, and she says that she'll help her. And there's a bad guy as well, a villain. He's a new villain. I cannot remember his name off the top of my head. But yeah, it was entertaining for a first issue. There's a lot going on. So at first she escapes. She's getting pursued and she...
By Chewie.
No, they're on her team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that Chewie?
No, it's this... He's got it's another name.
Black Krishna.
He's got he's got a scar across his face.
Why not just Bob?
There is a guy in there called Lucky... If
Lucky
you got
Phil?
any more?
It's
No, it's
Lucky
actually
Phil.
like
No, I just Short Circuit again.
yeah. Have you got the issue there?
Maybe.
Yes, you do. I just want to check because it was actually so weird. I was like, this is his character's
Lucky
name.
Phil. Shout out to Daryl Summers if you're watching.
So, yeah, his name was just Lucky.
Really?
Yeah.
Just like
Not
actual.
Lucky,
Not,
but just Lucky.
he's not saying the name is Lucky.
Yeah.
He's saying the name is just Lucky. Like,
And the Short Circuit guy is TA418.
okay.
And Black Kazakhstan is the name of the Chewbacca
Right.
character.
Just Bob.
Yeah.
Just Bob.
So there's a few new characters which they usually do with a reboot, but yeah, look,
Look, if it's anything
it's
like...
a very good adventure. Like, you can tell they're starting an adventure with this one. They're pitching a... So, yeah, the girl is the one that looks like Gamora is going to get... She's trying to get a university grant to be able to do it so that it's paid for.
Why am I leaning forward like that?
I don't
have to. I've
You
got the
can't
keyboard in
see
my
it.
hand.
But yeah, look, if you're into... look, most people that read Dr. Aphra are already going to get this. And if you haven't read Dr. Aphra, don't be intimidated. You don't need to know anything. Seriously, it's just a cool...
So you'd be intrigued for issue 2?
Yeah, like, it's obviously it's just laying the groundwork, which most issues have to, and yeah.
See, I like the Solo movie, so I like the Indiana Jones feel.
So that's what it has, big time.
Oh, good.
Like, that's why I said it was kind of like Tomb Raider, where she's always trying to find the next big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that the lady who plays Tomb Raider in the games is Joe from Grey's Anatomy? Bet you didn't know that.
Because I don't like Grey's Anatomy, so it wouldn't
Shout
make
out to
sense.
Hospital Dramas.
I watched the Tomb Raider latest movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. Wasn't. Yeah, it looked...
It's based off the new games, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit silly.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, video game movies, they never work.
Can't be worse than the first two.
No, it's better quality than that. Yeah, shout out to Angelina Jolie though.
If you're watching,
yeah.
You would be watching.
Yeah, her and
hang on, I've done
that
that
one.
one.
We've done that
I've
one.
done that one. I've done that one. Oh wait, that's Mercy. So let's do this one. Well planned. Hey, I forgot to press record.
No, you didn't. I can see it.
There we go. Oh, yeah,
Moon
this is
Knight.
awesome.
I should have read this because I like
this
Moon
was
Knight.
really good. That's why I kind of grabbed it before you did. And I went, oh, I'll read this one. This was fantastic. So I'm a bit of a Moon Knight fan, as in like I know of him.
Oh,
I'm not like Nathan who works here at Remy's like, oh, Moon Knight's so cool because it's like Batman who kills and it's like, oh, he's got multiple personalities. I really enjoyed this issue. It's about the cosmic Khonshu parts. Did I reckon I got that right?
It's Kanonshu or something.
It's about the
Cashew. Just say cashew.
Okay, it's about cashew nuts and how Moon Knight's... You know, there's when people write Moon Knight, it's either he's the vigilante with the multi-personality or...
He's changed a lot.
Yeah.
Because in some of them, he's just a badass.
Yeah.
And then in other ones, he goes through this whole, like, cosmic... Like, he does... Yeah, there's so many weird...
Yeah.
Like, there's one that's really heavy on Egypt.
This is in that
vein. Okay.
So, yeah, I really like this issue. So I will highly recommend this in single issues or in trade paper.
Is that Iron Fist?
Yeah, I'm going to spoil the issue for you. So if you don't want to know what happens, tune out.
Is that Prince? Like his necklace? The singer?
Yeah, that's...
Oh, wow. So he's in this.
Yeah. Bit of a cameo. Come on, speculators. No, don't. I want people to read this one.
First appearance of Prince.
So if you... Okay, you've tuned out, people who don't want spoilers. It's really good. So Moon Knight is going around individually catching up with members of the Avengers.
Just to chat or...
And kicking their asses.
Okay.
And he's defeating them and taking parts of their power. Do I have an issue here?
So he's housekeeping.
He is housekeeping. Did we?
No,
I don't have an issue.
You didn't give that
It doesn't matter. I won't show many of the fights, but all the fights are really good. And on paper, I would go, oh, there's no way Moon Knight could beat Iron Fist or Thor or someone like that. But in only one short issue and the amount of people that he kills, it actually makes perfect sense. Like in this one, here he is kicking Iron Fist's bum.
With the help of Prince.
Here he is...
Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, is that a different costume to the last one? I think it might
no, I think it looks almost like the Jeff Lemire.
Wait, I'm going to go through it again because I actually have a feeling it is, and this does have something to do with multiple personalities after all.
Well, he has different... I think he's a boxer in one of his... Yeah, he's got...
So here he is kicking
Doctor
Strange's butt. And this one was really cool. Here he is. I wanted to include this.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah, he steals the car. He steals Ghost Rider's car. It was cool. Stealing cars is cool.
What?
So yeah, it was really, really, really good issue. The art was great. The writing was great. The cliffhanger was great. I give this 4 bedknobs and broomsticks out of 5. I really enjoyed it.
Did Moon Knight wash any cars?
No, he didn't. Okay, so yeah, that costume. Wait, sorry, we're gonna.
That just want to see looks like the older one.
Yeah, so the old costume. Different costume.
That one looks like the Jeff Lemire costume.
I think it's different personalities doing stuff, eh?
Yeah.
But that one is a different one again. Yeah, really good. I highly recommend it. Yeah. It's Jason Aaron, by the way, so you know it's good. And the art is by
Oh no, is this a hard one?
No, I don't know. I can't see it.
It is. I can't either. It's a carry
So
on or
yeah,
something.
if you're a big fan of Moon
Garen,
Knight and
maybe?
cashew nuts.
Yeah.
There we go. Next one is I don't know. Venom.
So this was a bumper size issue.
Yeah.
And,
All right.
Yeah, is there speculative?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's start.
Yeah, explain what
Oh
happens.
my god. Okay, so what happens is someone on the internet says, "Hey, this is going to be worth a lot of money because I said so."
Or because there's a new person that hasn't been in any
Yeah.
other comic.
So, okay, I'm just going to pause this for a second and just talk about the latest stupidity. So the latest stupidity as of today is the speculator market is losing their mind over Marvel Adventures Avengers issue 10, which has nothing to... It's a kid's comic.
Yeah, they're the...
It's not made by Marvel. There's no connection to the real Marvel universe because one of the Hulks in it is the colour yellow. So they're saying it's the first appearance of the yellow Hulk,
Oh my
and it's going
gosh.
for like $40. Really?
Look what you've done to James.
It's just, if it was a regular Marvel Universe book, right, I would sort of get it,
But not
like a
even.
little bit.
Not even.
But it's a kid's book. Like, it obviously doesn't matter. And you know what you guys have done now too? You've now made Marvel do more Yellow Hulk. So this is going to push the price up just because all the speculators just sell to themselves. Anyway, so this was a big specky book because of 2 pages at the end when they've got like a big collage of characters of what's gone on over the last 25 issues. And it just showed 2 characters.
New ones that hadn't been there.
Yeah. No, nothing to do with the storyline. They don't do anything. They got no dialogue. There's just a picture of them. So speculators have come out of the woodwork to sell to each other again. This is a tough one for me. I didn't really like the issue. So this is Eddie Brock, by the way. He's Venom at the moment.
Tell you what I don't like, sitting on these cardboard
How's your
boxes. My back hurts.
Yeah, well, we would have the stools
If someone
if
didn't
someone
steal
didn't steal
them.
the stools. Thanks, guys. So the issue is almost entirely Eddie Brock talking to... Oh, should I spoil it? It's
Probably
actually
not.
the only part of the...
Bit
Okay.
early to spoil it.
Alright, so... yeah, true. He's talking to someone just about the last 25 issues. So if you've never read a Venom comic before, you can read this and be caught up because, like, the majority of the issue is him just going through, giving the history of the last 25 issues to these people that he's talking to. So this is like...
That's like a
perfect
montage.
example. Yeah,
of-
honestly, it is.
yeah.
Like, the whole issue. It doesn't really advance the story at all.
There's a lot going on.
And this is like a part of it. So this is giving the history of like that's Absolute Carnage page, I think, where it's recapping that. So it's basically an issue 25 that's a huge recap.
So it's a retrospective.
It's a retrospective, yeah. It forwards the story in one cool page, and I think that's pretty much it. Just Venom vs Carnage stuff still going on.
Good art.
Carnage still around. Yeah, Bagley did the artwork, and a couple of other
Bagley,
people.
yeah.
Bagel? Bagel
It's
did
fun
the artwork.
to guess.
So honestly, yeah, if you've never read Venom before, I'll kind of give it a miss. I'd read it in trade paperbacks. I'll wait for the next issue because the cliffhanger, which will probably lead into the new storyline next issue, looks really good. Can I tell you who he's talking to? I'm going to tell you guys anyway. If you don't want to know, just tune out. It's not actually that big of a deal. It's just cool. He's talking to the Avengers. So he's the whole issue. He's finally revealing and telling the good guys, all right, listen, guys, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Carnage and Venom and the symbiotes and this Null character. Oh, my bad. So obviously it's leading to the next big storyline coming out from Marvel. So that bit was really cool. The rest of the issue was a bit of a dud. And I don't know if that's it. Is that it? Oh no, you've got one more.
Do I?
You have one more, buddy.
What? Oh, yeah. So this is a brand new comic, and it's out through Image, and it's Kieran Gillan.
Yep.
That everyone should know. If you don't,
Who is he?
did Wicked and Divine. Now,
Alright, so the artwork is by Rosignol.
old Resignol. So this comic is, I'm gonna just say, it's absolutely crazy. It is batshit.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a fan of I Hate Fairyland, this is perfectly up your alley because it has that colourful art. Look, so the premise of the comic is that they live in a world where everything is ludicrous, not the rapper. And if you aren't crazy or ludicrous, you actually get taken away by this, like, police force. So, the language in this book...
Do you want to read that bit?
I don't really want to, but I think you should.
No, I think
Me.
you should. You read the comic. This is your review.
So-
Okay, just quickly first, so guys, I'm about to quickly go through the artwork. Now, there's a little bit of an adult thing on this next page, so I'm
you
going
have
to
to have
skip
a
it quick.
magnifying glass.
Oh wait, no, I kept that because
that's
nice.
a prequel. Yeah, so again, it's kind of got the fairy tale vibe,
Yeah.
which again, if you like I Hate Fairyland, you
Because
will dig. It's
wait.
similar to what's his name, Scotty Young.
Yeah.
Sort of vibe.
So you know how I like maps.
Yeah.
I also love these pages.
That didn't do anything for me.
Alright, so I'll just quickly skip this picture here. I'll keep it long enough so you can see that, guys. Alright, there's the artwork.
So the reason that guy before, he was actually covered in blood.
Alright.
And he didn't want to put clothes on because that would be too normal, because he wanted to stay ludicrous.
Alright.
Yeah. So this is one of the to be honest, this is without even knowing anything, like you can't make sense of this comic really. It's crazy. So this is one line from like a panel that it doesn't even fit in with stuff. Just like there's a lot of nonsense, but I think that's the point.
Yeah.
It is funny. But yeah, this, for example, says the bride surgeon Elaine Triptych with her reanimated groom puppet, plus her consort Voldigan the Peripheradus grand frequency shifter and trader at the Battle of Quadzar Zulch.
Is that our customer Cameron?
Yeah.
Shout out to Cameron if you're watching.
So yeah, look, it's again, I think it suits the name because it's ludicrous. It's absolutely nuts. And yeah, it's not my sort of thing, but if you really want something that's entertaining and not too serious, this is it.
Okay.
Like it's
be honest, if you don't like.
But yeah,
I was honest about Suicide Squad.
The art was nice and it was colourful.
Yeah.
And that's why, I think if you're into the zany sort of crazy look, so even in the cast, they write like Kieran Gillan, word scientist.
That's cool.
Oh, so he didn't do the art. Jeff Stokely did the art.
There you go, Jeff Stokely. Sorry.
So Jim Rosignol was just another writer.
When you listen to podcasts, I normally have a housekeeping section. So next episode's housekeeping.
We gotta apologise to him.
Sorry, Stokes.
But yeah, so the people that are boring are actually mechanical. So hence they don't have personality because they're just robots. And they have taken someone away that the guy on the cover fell in love with in like 2 seconds.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Ludocrats. And
do you rate it? Honestly,
look, it's not a bad comic. It's just not my cup of tea. Okay. But I know a lot of people that would be into this.
Yeah.
Because, some people sometimes want to read. I mean, that's what made Deadpool great.
Yep. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's all the comics I've prepared. Yeah, like I said, we would have reviewed more, but there was just no... Like, Unkillables
That's
issue
the
3.
last issue.
Yeah, so we couldn't review it. It's the last issue. We didn't want to spoil it. And this is part 3. Marvel made a big deal about it. I'm going to spoil the big deal. He gets a pet. Peter Parker gets a new pet. Who cares?
What is the pet?
Let's have a look. I don't even know. I just saw everyone complaining online about it.
Hamster?
Yeah, it's a little alien guy.
Oh, okay.
Cool. And the trade paperbacks we'll talk about... We'll do another show.
Yeah.
Maybe Monday. We haven't decided. Where we're going to talk about the good stuff that came out.
Last Night on Earth.
But I just want to give a shout out to one of my favourite books of all time. Like, I'm talking top 10. We got them back in stock this week. Only 2 of them. 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank. So if they don't sell out by the next time I want to do a show, I'm going to talk about it. Such a good book. Really brilliant. You haven't read it, have you? I should lend you my copy. I got a hardcover edition.
That is a hardcover.
Yeah, but my hardcover's nicer because it's the local comic store day
Not
edition
a comp.
from last
year.
Last year?
Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah. I wonder if there'll be one this year.
Well, there might not be as many left, so
yeah. So that's pretty much it. So we're going to go.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say? Oh wait, I do. Throw us a like and subscribe. Now seriously, guys, our views are really high, and our hour thing is very high. But to subscribe, I think it can be a bit better. So subscribe, please.
Yeah, do what he says.
Right?
Don't do that.
Why am I going to lie? Like,
because people can just enjoy.
When I watch YouTube videos, I hate it when they say subscribe and they try to make it out like they're doing the viewer a favour. Like, oh, so you don't miss anything.
No
Bullshit.
one's watching this bit. You realise they're
yeah, I know.
I've
seen the stats. I've seen the stats. No, with money. So that's pretty much it. We'll do another show where we talk about the stuff coming out next week. Spoiler alert, it's crap. And then we'll see you again shortly. All right, ciao.